Rudy, like I said, he's a laid-back lover. He just wants to get loved on. He needs somebody to love him, and that's what we're here to do.
Hakeem Gunthorpe is one of 12 inmates taking a class at a jail in Atlanta.
Watch me. Yellow. Hey, yellow. Nice try.
His classmates are fellow inmates. All have at least one felony conviction. But there are four-legged students here as well. They're all part of Canines Cellmates, a program that pairs sheltered dogs with prisoners at the Fulton County Jail.
They sort of remind me of us, pertaining to, so we in here together, Canine Cellmates, so they're with us on a daily basis. So we eat with them, take them to use the bathroom, we groom them. So it's like having a partner or a friend in jail with you.
This program is a program of change. It's a change for the men to keep them from coming back.
Since 2013, Canines Cellmates has worked with Fulton County Jail and the Fulton County Sheriff's Department using shelter dogs to change the lives of incarcerated men.
She's more interested in the camera. Hey, sit, watch me. You ready? Yellow. Oh, nice try. Okay, you ready? Yellow. Nice try. She's not even going for my hand anymore, a plate anymore. What's she going for? Yeah, so it's time to take a break with her.
One goal is for the dogs to pass an obedience test and be adopted into a home. So far, every one of the more than 140 dogs in the program have been adopted. But the program is really about the men here.
They all have barriers, walls around them, that we could offer all the same programming that we do now without the dogs, and I don't think it would have the same impact, because what dogs have the ability to do is to put a crack in those walls.
Classes are held 6 days a week for 10 weeks.
I think a pretty common thread is trauma, childhood trauma. Doesn't have to be physical trauma, it can be emotional trauma.
When Evan Anthony Blake first came to class, he didn't understand how dogs and humans could relate to each other, but eventually he found a way to connect with the pups.
Once I got in here and I seen how loving they are and how they just need somebody to love them, it made a lot of sense to me, because it's like, wow, me growing up without a mother and a father, I needed love myself.
The men learn compassion, how to take care of another living being, and how to get along with others.
Learning how to adopt to different people, the same how adopting to different dogs, how you may start out with one animal and get a different personality from another animal. It's the same way we're interacting with people in life. And just being humble, just caring, learning how to love somebody.
Here at Fulton County Jail, African Americans make up approximately 90% of the population. And nationwide, African Americans are incarcerated at more than 5 times the rate of whites.
If you had asked me 15 years ago if I believed in white privilege, I probably would have said no. I probably would have said, I think that if you work hard, establish goals and work toward them, and we can all succeed. And I think there's some truth in that, but I think that our society as a whole has so many obstacles in place for people of color, and particularly men of color in urban areas where they're targeted, singled out for something that might not be any different than something that I'd be doing, but has to do with where they are, what they're surrounded with, and how they have chosen to present themselves in that situation. It's far easier for me to succeed than it is for people of color to succeed, and I get that.
The men I spoke with say Canines Cellmates is already changing their lives.
I don't know if anybody else is tired, but I'm tired of making the same mistakes over and over again. And so I learned to capture my behavior. That's what we do with the dogs. We capture their behavior, the good behaviors.
Atlanta has one of the highest recidivism rates in the country. About 70% of the men released from jails and prisons here end up back in prison within 2 years. They face a lot of challenges out there. But hopefully, programs like Canines Cellmates will make a big difference in the men's lives. Right, buddy?
At this point, it's difficult to quantify what kind of impact Canine Cellmates has on recidivism.
Sometimes success is simply learning to make choices that don't lead you in wrong directions, that allow you to stay in the place that you're living and allow you to keep the job that you have and to start to build relationships and to start to learn how to be happy.
My takeaway is basically like their takeaway. Like when they happy, they found what they was looking for. I found what I was looking for.
What unconditional love feels like. Tamara Banks for Black News Channel.